This is me, Ken. Friday, we had two things happen: jobs report and Federal Chair Powell came out and spoke. Jobs reports didn't affect it too much. It drove up the market, but Powell spoke and said he was going to stay even if Trump wanted to ask for his resignation, and for some reason that drove the market skyrocketing and some other things. Also, it's perplexing because, on one hand Wall Street wants Powell out, on the other hand Wall Street doesn't want Powell out, whatever. So I'm going to start off with my first trade today, and that was on GME. And this is really important. I want to explain something here. Okay. Here are my trades. Okay, GME here, I had 3 trades, 100 shares. So I made $11. My trade P&L. This, I did good, 27.39. It was an okay jump, but, and let's actually go to the stock since we're talking about it. So GME here at the open, and I was trying let me start with this first. My 1 minute RSI bounce was AMD, and I missed it. I wasn't on it fast enough, so I actually saw this right here. I couldn't get my fingers to the keyboard fast enough because I knew it was going to do this. The RSI at that point was down at this particular time, not 60. It was hitting 39 or something like that. This is inaccurate. I don't know why. Don't tell me, but it was way down. It was the 5 minute RSI. I was looking at one of the two. I don't know, but it was like 31 or 32. So my plan is to take the bounce and get out, and that would have been 1744, and I would have sold here around 1757. That was my goal. I tried to take 2,000 shares, but my hotkey was made incorrectly, and it wound up only giving me 100 shares. And what sucks about this is, had I taken this 1744, 1759, let's just say I got 10 cents, that's $200, and that makes you not trade as much afterwards, right? So the inherent danger is you're trading 100 shares, and guess what? You just increased your risk, so because you want to make more money. So after that, I walked away from this for a while, just let it go, just to see what it was going to do. And as you can see, it came up, 1, 2, 3 candles, consolidated. I went long on the second candle, which, man, I don't know why I do that, but I did. I went long, and then because it sold off, it did hold, which was something I was watching. It did hold this 20, and then it did hold right here. So no reason to really get out, except when it started going up, I saw something else and I wanted to get into it. And look what happened. And then later on, as you can see, Chairman Powell drove the market up, and I'll explain why I got in right here. Chairman Powell drove the market up. It sold off right when I got in, so 2,000 shares. It holds this 9. And I just stayed into it, and I said, well, until it violates the 9, I'm not going to get out of it. And that's something I've been working on and doing quite well with. And as you can see, it pops up. I was looking for this move to 19. I was looking for 19. What was I looking for? Oh, 1879. I was looking for 1879. So, I was up pretty significant at 1850, and that's, it's getting to be a whole number. So I saw it loose a little bit there, so I started getting out, and it did pop back up. But since it took so long to get here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 minutes to get there, that was long enough for me to be in the trade. I didn't want to be in it, and loss of the price point for me was, you know, good sign to get out at that point. Also, I was looking over here on the level 2, and it was starting to show some weakness, and so I don't want to be greedy. And why did I enter? I entered. Oh, it was after the news. I waited for it to digest it a little bit, and then went long. And I went long because I was trading Macy's. Macy's had sold off, had a really good sell-off, right? And what it was doing was, I call it the booty breakdown, but what it was doing was going up. I didn't think it would get to VWAP. And at this time, I wasn't really paying attention to the news, which is probably something I should have done. And when I saw this long pull, I probably shouldn't have been adding more. Probably should have just got out. I took my biggest loss on Macy's at one time was $400. So I was able to get some back. Thank goodness. Now it's double bottoming. It probably goes back down now. But the booty reversal is 1, 2, first consolidation, third consolidation, you know, hammer, and then one candle pot, you know, you enter on the positive candle. And then you wait till it pulls up to a level, like right here, a 15-minute level, which I did not do. I went to this 15-minute level instead. And then you go short go back down. So I took it here. This is when I got out to trade AMD. So I was like, okay, if this stock went down this much, 2 bad days, and plus, you know, it's just rocketing up, and the SPY was rocketing up. I'm like, okay, well, what's the one stock I can afford the most of that's going to go up? And I felt that was AMD, so I went long on it. And then I saw it sell up to the previous, it was this previous day's close, and throw a topping tail, basically a hammer. So this would be a shooting star, excuse me, a hammer. And I just, you know, I went short 1,000 shares, added more, and I just said, well, you know what? If it breaks this high of the day, I'll get out at that moment. I set a range order. If you know me, those things don't work very well anymore. But I set a range order. So short, it comes up, I sell, and then I go ahead and go short again. So this trade right here was really good. Went short, got some money back, $80, and then I saw it. Yeah, that's what I did. So I went short right here, made my $80, but then I was kind of nervous because it was too close. But then when I saw it do this pattern, this reverse ABCD, I kind of let it get into the candle a little bit. Went short, large size, with a stop or a target of 29.30. And I saw it get to 29.31. I didn't want to get greedy, and look, now it goes back up. So felt really good about that one. Felt like I executed that well. You know, I didn't watch the volume as much as I should have, but I did know that down stock is probably going to stay down for a little bit. I mean, it's going to have a couple of these. And I didn't feel it was going to break the high of the day just based on what it was doing down here. So that was Macy's. IQ. I went over AMD. IQ. So IQ, yeah, probably got out too early. IQ here, I saw it sell up to this moving average here on the daily chart, 50 moving average. You know, lots of volume, but I didn't feel like at that point it had enough volume to crack it. I mean, I knew it was increasing, but then I saw it sell off, and I was waiting for it to pop back up and see if it would go, and it didn't. The volume wasn't there. And then it throws this kind of indecision candle, this lower volume. And I said to myself, okay, that's looking weak. And so I went ahead and jumped in. As you can see, I jumped in here. It kind of hovered around a little bit. And then I added more right here. And I was in 2 trades at that time, Macy's and IQ. And so my goal was 612, like right around here. And I actually got that from this 15-minute level. So I use these a lot for my target points, these consolidations. So, you know, I went to take a shower during this time point. I put my range orders in. it came back. I wasn't expecting it to make the move that quick. For me, that made a fairly fast move, so I didn't want to get greedy. I watched it for a little bit. At one point, it was like $280, $280 I could have had, but you know, my thing was, if it on the 1 minute chart violated the 9, I would get out, and you can see it did, and that's exactly what I did. I got out. I mean, I probably could stay in, but I don't want to break my rules. So this was nice. Sells down, consolidates, sells down, consolidates, sells down, and then comes back up. Heck, who knows? I just got a really good move out of it. But this is an example of being sure of your entry and going a little larger size. Because had I just gone 100 shares at 16.45, 16.31, 15 cents, 150 bucks. I mean, it seems like a lot, but it really isn't. So, not even that, $75. So that's why I went a little larger size on it. And now this might be establishing a trend down, who knows, but I'm not going to trade that stuff anymore. So yeah, again,